everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am your left-handed crafter, and today I've got some really cute wooden shelf sitters for you for Easter. So I've got two of these kind of smaller square looking pieces of wood that I got from the Dollar Tree, and then I have two that is more of a rectangular shape. Not sure where those came from, but I found them in my stash. So I'm just going to take one of the squares and I trace it out on paper, and then I take one of the rectangular ones and I trace it out on paper as well, and then I just cut the shapes out. And now I'm just going to fold them in half, and I'm just going to trim kind of just make it rounded at the top. And I do both of them like that, and this is just going to be a pattern for me to be able to cut out on the wood later. But first I take and I trace out my paper on the little square and then one on the rectangular as well, and then just using some type of saw just take and get those cut out, and now we have nice rounded tops. And then for the two rectangular ones, I'm going to paint one pink. These are acrylic paints. I just took a pink and a blue and then just added some white till I got these kind of soft pastel Easter-like colors, and I paint the edges and I paint the front and I paint the back. One blue and then the other pink. And I give each of those just one coat, a very light coat, and I do go back over them and give them a little bit of a sanding once they're dry. So this is one of the ring forms from the Dollar Tree. You get 3 in a pack and they kind of form the orb. So this is the bigger ring, and I'm just going to take my wire cutters and I snip it in half. And then once I get my 2 halves, I take the 2 halves and then I also snip them in half as well. So I just applied kind of a lot of pressure. It was a little bit more than I had anticipated, but then after I just kind of worked it back and forth, I was able to just break it in half. And then I take the 2 halves and I just bend them together to form some ears for my bunny. And I just kind of place them to kind of see where I want them. Those to me kind of looked more like cat ears, so I do bend them in a little bit more. And then I just put them on top and trying to figure out like how close I want them together or how far away I want them together. I do like them closer together. I just think it looks more like kind of like a bunny. And I just kind of put a dot in the center where I eyeballed the center, and then I just kind of placed pencil marks of where I wanted the 2 holes to go for the 2 ears. And then I place each one in the hole, and then I just mark for that second hole with the pencil. Again, I'm not measuring anything, and then I just make 2 more holes. And then I just take and add some hot glue down inside, and then we can attach the ears. And of course I do the same thing to both of them. Then I take these little wooden beads. Now, I'm not sure where these came from, but you can get them at most craft store, but one side is very flat. You'll see me painting one of them white and then one of them pink, but I do go back in and paint both of them pink. And again, I just give them one good coat each. And then those wired ears, I did not want those black, so I'm taking some Waverly chalk paint. This is the color plaster, and I'm going to go over the ears. I do the front side, and then I do the back side, and then I make sure I go inside and outside, and then let that dry. And then I came back in with a second coat, let that dry, and then I went back in and did any kind of touch-ups. And of course, I do both of them like this. And then I just glue both of the noses down. And then I just took a Sharpie and made some dots for the eyes and made some little lines for the whisker. This is nothing fancy, nothing perfect. I think the hand-drawn look just adds more character. The less perfect it is, the more perfect it looks. And then I just add some little whites to the eyes. And I wanted to give these little bunnies some legs, some little dangly legs, so that they would look cute sitting on a shelf. So I'm just marking where I want the legs, and then using that same Dremel drill, I'm just going to take and drill those holes. And you can see I probably should have drilled the holes on the back side because it did leave some little indentions there, but that's okay. I just went back over them with some paint and touched them up. So I have some of these smaller wooden beads. I got these in a big pack off of Amazon. It was several different sizes, but I'm just using some of the smaller ones, and I want 3 beads for each leg. So 6 beads for each bunny, 12 altogether, and I'm going to paint 6 of them the blue paint, and then using the pink paint I'll paint the other 6. And again, this is just one quick fast coat. I take a small piece of painter's tape and add it to the end of this yarn. This is just some white yarn I got at the Dollar Tree, and I'm going to string all 6 of the blue beads on there, and then I'm going to put all 6 of the pink beads on there. And then with the end that has the painter's tape on it, I'm just going to take and thread it through one of the little legs, the little hole for the leg, and then I knot it in the back. I think I tied about 4 times, and then snip off the excess. And then I just figure out how long I want our little dangly leg to be, and then snip that in 2, and then knot it off again about 4 times, just so you just want your knot big enough so that your beads don't slide off. And then I do the same thing to the other leg. And I also wanted to give the bunny some arms. So using that same yarn, I just snip off an end, put a knot in one of the ends, and then glue it to the side of the bunny. Snip off another piece, put a knot in the end, glue it on the other side of the bunny. And then I just kind of crisscross the yarn together in the front, add a little bit of glue to stick it down, snip off the ends, and then I'm gonna have this bunny holding a little bouquet of these white roses. These are some small white foam roses that I got from the Dollar Tree, and I just take and glue those down to the center, so our bunny is holding a little bouquet of flowers. And same thing to the other bunny. I knot the ends and then glue the little knotted ends to the sides of the bunny. And then this bunny is going to be holding a carrot. So for this one, I just kind of take and knot the 2 strings together in the center and then glue it down and then snip off the ends. And then I glue down the carrot. This is one of the twine carrots that came from the Dollar Tree. It's one of the bigger ones. And then I wanted to add some little tails to the bunnies, so I just grabbed some of these bigger white pom-poms from the Dollar Tree and glue those on the back of each. And I think these are so stinking cute, especially with the dangly legs. I absolutely love them. If you're more of a neutral person, I think this would be super cute painted white. And then maybe get some of the wired jute from the Dollar Tree for the ears, or just wrap the ears in jute and then do jute for the legs and the arms too. How cute would that be? Now for the next little wooden shelf sitters, these are going to be some bunny butts. I love the bunny butts. I think they are so cute. And these are so easy to make. I just take and paint both of them a white acrylic paint. I give them one good thin coat, and I do the sides, and I do all of the edges as well. And once the pieces are dry, I sand the edges really, really well. And then I do kind of a light sanding all over. And then I'm going to add some more of those white pom-poms. Just get those hot glued down to kind of the bottom in the center of each of the little bunny butts. And I'm going to add some bows because I love bows, and why not? I'm going to use some of this burlap ribbon and black and white buffalo plaid ribbon. I got these from Joann's several Christmases ago when it was like buy one, get one half off. I'm also going to use some of this pink and white gingham ribbon from the Dollar Tree and some of this off-white crocheted lace-like ribbon from the Dollar Tree as well. I think this is so pretty. I absolutely love this ribbon. So I just take the bigger pieces of ribbon and fold them in half, scrunch them together, take a piece of yarn, tie a knot in the back. And then I take my smaller pieces of ribbon, crisscross them at the front, and then wrap the yarn around back to the back and knot it off and snip off the ends. And then I do the other one the same way. Then I just decide my placement. I put one on the right side and then I put one on the left side. I tried to glue them more towards the back of the bunny butt too, so it would kind of look like the bow on the head kind of popping over. And then for one of the, I think it's that burlap, we'll see it in a minute. Yep, there it is. I added a little pink wooden heart from the Dollar Tree. And then the other one, I added one of those little white felt roses to the center of it. Here they both are. I hope you like these. Like I said, I think the bunny butts are so cute. And these were so, so easy to make. Let me know if you like these in the comment below. Also, if you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. If you have not subscribed to my channel, then I hope that you do that as well, and I will see you guys next time.